What's up, Juventus? Juve is desperate for some help at center back. The news today reflects that. We've got 5 names to look at, 3 of them being Araujo, Balerdi, and Laporte. We'll go through the status updates and details on those defenders. When it comes to the midfield, 2 new names apparently being eyed by Juventus. And in the attack, the latest around Jadon Sancho and Jonathan David and what he's advised his agents to do. When it comes to the injury rundown, we'll look at Savona and the time frame he will be out. And we've got news off the pitch as Agnelli and Nedved enter a plea bargain deal. We'll go through all this together right now. I'm Berto. This is the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus. It's June 28th. Let's rock with the news. But first, June 28th marks a huge on this day, as back in 1993, that is when Del Piero signed his first contract with Juventus, and then we know what came of it. A 19-year journey, 705 games, 290 goals scored, our all-time leader in goals and assists, and countless memories. We have to celebrate the day that Ale signed with Juventus. This is arguably the best birthday gift I have ever received, so we must celebrate it. Now to the news. When it comes to Juve, we know we are desperate for help at the center back position. On our last podcast, I said Juve must sign 2 center backs. The names are as follows that Juve has eyes on. First, from Osasuna, you have Flavian Boyomo. He is available for 15 million euros, and apparently Juve could be willing to spend there and bring him in. You also have Marco Senesi, who was also listed as a potential target while Giuntoli was with Juventus. He is available from Bournemouth at 14 million euros. He has interest from Villarreal and Real Sociedad as well, but apparently if Juve got into negotiations, he would give us priority. You also still have Balerdi high on the wish list of both Tudor and Camoli. However, it does not appear that Marseille wants to make a move. And now you've got Araujo coming back into the mix, as apparently he is not looking to stay at Barca, despite the fact that he had just signed that contract renewal when we were thinking we were going to potentially get him in the last winter mercato. And now you get to Laporte. Aymeric Laporte apparently is being eyed up by Juventus. He has expressed his desire to return to Europe and leave Al Nassr. Apparently, he could be available at somewhere around 10 to 20 million euros. He's looking for a 3-year contract at 5 million per season. He is currently 31 years old, and Juve is definitely interested and monitoring his situation. For me, out of all these names, everything we were going, 31 years old on a 3-year deal, I actually would pull the trigger on Laporte, and I would also sign Leone. That way you get a 31-year-old experienced center back who is good on the ball as well, and you're bringing in a young gun Italian defender in Leone. For me, that is where I would look at for Juventus, and I would be all for Laporte and Leone. Where do you stand? Hit me in the comments. Meanwhile, at the midfield, we've got 2 new names apparently as options for Juventus. You have 24-year-old El Ainaoui from Lens. He apparently has a price tag of around 20 million euros. He is a good, hard-working midfielder, good at winning the ball back, but he can also add goals, as he scored 8 this previous season in 24 appearances. When you're looking at another name, Mateus Fernandes from Southampton apparently has been offered up to Juventus by Jorge Mendes, and he carries the same value, 20 million euros. So these 2 emerging as some options in the middle of the pitch for Juventus. I still ask the question, should we be looking at retaining Miretti this coming season? What do you think? Hit me in the comments. Meanwhile, in the attack, when it comes to Jadon Sancho, the hurdle and the obstacle is the fact that Manchester United wants his salary covered outright, and Juventus is unwilling to do so. Also, Napoli, who's interested in Jadon Sancho, is also unwilling to cover the salary in full. So this is slowing things down. It might take the deal completely off the table. When it comes to Jonathan David, everything apparently is agreed upon between David and Juventus. The issue is the agent fees, and apparently Jonathan David has informed his agents to find a deal with Juventus. He's locked in. He wants Juve. Let's see, everybody. When it comes to the injury rundown, Nicolo Savona obviously suffering an ankle injury against Man City. The recovery time is estimated to be around 6 to 8 weeks for Savona. So he could be out for 2 months' time in recovery now. And some news off the pitch. The Prisma case has seen Nedved, Paratici, and Agnelli offer up a plea bargain deal, looking for bans for Agnelli being of 1 year and 8 months, Nedved 1 year and 6 months, and Paratici at 1 year and 2 months. The decision is going to be made September 22nd, and if accepted, the bans would begin from that date. And on that wraps up your news break. You all know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join our AJC army, but let me know your thoughts on all the news you just heard here today. Can't wait to hear from you all. Let's mix it up. And until tomorrow's edition, as always, fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Ciao tutti.